Hi, I'm Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Tonight I have a very special show. I have Cooley, Jaxson, and Amy Day with the Rappin Rats, and we have some exciting news for you, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
If you know Cooley from the past, he just got back from a solid gold dance reunion in L.A.,
Yes.
and he was a star, and I remember back in my younger days that the fraternity party would actually turn solid gold on and watch you all perform.
Oh, really?
And I had a chance to look back on some of the YouTube things, and you're good.
Well, thank you.
And if you've seen the show before we had last year, we had him on do, I think, about a 1-minute show at the Horizon, and you turned yourself loose. Besides doing all the other things, dancing in character, you also came out as Cooley Jaxson and danced, and I don't know if it was a minute or 2 minutes, but you were really out there working.
Well, thank you.
And then just recently I saw a 4th of July clip of you dancing for on a stage, and it must have been about 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, that was at a mansion in Tahoe Keys, Sean Degman's house. Yeah.
You were working.
Oh, yeah.
I was
I did
tired.
Like
I was
three different Jaxson performances that day.
Whew.
Yeah.
My thighs were hurting just watching. But anyways, the key is you're very talented, so you can go ahead and check it out on what, YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube. Just keyword Cooley Jaxson, Jaxson.
Excellent. And Amy Day is the manager of the Rappin Rats, and we're going to talk about what's going on and some of the locations. And now I hear that you're targeting safety.
Yes. For this year, Amy and I talked about we needed something to go on, and then just education. We're still doing that, but I brought up the idea up to her and said we should target safety, because safety is very important, and it's something that we deal with every day in our lives, no matter what we're doing. So with safety, there's a huge would you say, brawl of safety, different things. There's predators, there's walking up a step, sitting down in a chair, crossing the street. So there's so many
Crossing the street is a big deal.
Safety things.
Yeah.
So I came up with 4 different ones that I felt that was good for kids. Fire, safety signs, bullying, which was Amy's idea, and what's the other one? Internet.
The internet's a big deal. If you watch that Dateline show,
Yeah.
they get all those predators, and I just
To
watched
catch a predator.
I just watched one the other night, and then there must have been 50 people, and it was at the town where a girl was murdered years ago.
Wow.
So it's definitely important about the internet. And then today I was dropping my wife off at the Marriott, and these weren't kids, they're older people were walking right through the red light as pedestrians. And I was thinking, well, maybe the adults don't know any better either. But last year when we did the interview, your target market was for education to kids about 3 to 8. With the safety in the internet, are you going a little older then?
Well, there is no age caption on what we're shooting for, but when someone asks, what's the age, we say 3 and up. I have one of my best friends, he have a 15-month baby. And he was looking at the Rappin Rats, and he was just so in tune. You turn it off, and he was just like, get it back on, wait, it's coming on the internet, it's loading back up. It's going crazy. So that proves right there, 15 months, he was drawn into the Rappin Rats. But I like to say 3 and up only because they get up and they can relate. More like you could take a child to Disneyland. When they're too young, they just see things. But when they're older, they can understand what Mickey Mouse is and understand the shows, and they comprehend it a little bit more better.
Well, actually, I was at the Barton Foundation Hospital Festival of Trees and Lights at Mount Blue, and there was a kid, maybe he was about 15 months or a little bit older. He was enthralled through your show, and he was so exciting that people were taking pictures of him.
Yes,
he was dancing and just having fun.
I saw the video footage of that. Yes.
Yeah, so I thought that was a great thing. And the parents were taking pictures of their own kid dancing, so it was kind of neat.
And with the safety, since I brought that up, we have sparked the entrance of 2 huge property malls, ownerships of malls. One is General Group Properties and Simon Properties.
Simon's big.
Yes, and we found that out. And the cool thing was I just sent them an email and a proposal, and the next day they called Amy. She said, this lady called me and was interested in what we had to offer. So, make a long story short, we created a trade. They give us the space for free, and we do our performance and pass out our information. So now we have potential mall tour coming up, and the same thing with the Boys and Girls Club. So safety seemed to be the thing. I think that's our calling right now.
Excellent.
Utilizing our characters to create safety awareness for children.
Well, Amy, he mentioned that your idea was about bullying. You have some young kids yourself. Has that been a situation where you think bullying should be part of the show? Or
Definitely. Yeah, it's huge. Bullying, I mean, is the cause for suicide in young children.
I remember hearing a story about that.
It follows people their whole lives. It's a very serious issue, and having 3 kids, it's something that really I feel that it's important to get out there and tell kids what to do if you're being bullied, to handle it and take care of it, and not to let it continue throughout, school and let it get you depressed. And so it's really cute way of going about teaching about bullying with the song that we're using.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Well, I know these kids, I think the number one thing they asked for was an iPod or iPad as a little kid, so things have definitely changed. Well, as manager, are you getting a lot of calls from people to try to talk to you about these things? Because you said you were going to go into Yerington or someplace like that? Or
Yeah, my job's getting a ton easier. I don't know if it's public access or the...
We think it's public access.
The shows, all the outreach shows we've done, but people know who we are now, and they're actually calling into us and asking us now, where before I was hitting the ground just trying to find agencies that were, kid orientated for us to perform at. And we did meet a wonderful lady named Kathy. She owns a studio, a dance studio, and she's very well connected. And she is going to have us perform 3 shows in Yerington, the elementary school, the middle school, and the Boys and Girls 4-H Club.
Wow.
So that'll be a big day for us. Also, we're going to be performing for Art Town. And, and Discover the Arts in Reno. So that'll be great community events that they do, and a lot of kids will be able to see us perform there.
Well, Our Town's on this channel right now that you're watching. We watch a lot of those shows. They're very good.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're a really amazing group of people. So
it looks like you're having fun. Well, I know before this show I went on the internet, and your website's fantastic.
Yeah, Cooley stays up nights after nights making that website just amazing. What I like about it is kids can just get on there and safely play and answer questionnaires or download coloring pages, and no matter what they click, it's always going to be to another kid-friendly site. They can't veer off of it. So that's pretty amazing that you can trust that your kid is, learning about good value and making education fun and safety all in one site. It's pretty neat.
Okay, well, if you're a parent, write down your web address, because this is worth watching.
Okay.
Which is Rappin Rats, RAPPINRATZ.com, or ratssafety.com, which is RATZSAFETY.
And we'll give that out again, too. Yeah. Also, and do you have a phone number contact as well?
530-314-9027. If you want to have a birthday party or a show in your community, involved with children's groups that maybe are doing fundraisers, or if you're a teacher and you'd like us to come out to your school, we do all kinds of things like that. We love doing assemblies at schools. We've done several of those now, and it's just great outreach for kids. So we're available.
Well, I saw the Boys and Girls Club, and you guys took pictures afterwards, and I must have been. A lot of the staff was taking pictures. They had their cell phones and they were taking pictures. It was pretty cool.
Boys and Girls Clubs, I think, are the funnest because they're just looking for something to do. They're just looking for, a fun event. And when you show up, it turns into a rock and roll concert real quick. So
Well, the kids had fun, and that's the name of the game, the kids have fun. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Cooley, Jaxson, and Amy Day, and here's a cartoon. Thank you.
Rappin Rats in the house, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Ruffles on the track.
A to the B to the C to the D. That's how we start our ABCs. It's the alphabet, the alphabet. Here's a little rhyme that you'll never forget. Now won't you come with me? I'm gonna tell you a little story about the ABCs and all the things they do for you, from spelling your name, or when you're writing a book, or when you're reading a sign. They're everywhere that you look.
That's A to the B to the C to the D.
Then to the E to the F to the G. H I J K L M N O P.
Q R S to the T U V.
W X to the Y to the Z.
And that's how a rap is ABCs.
It's the alphabet, the alphabet. It takes 26 letters to complete the set. Now B-R-E-A-K. B-R-E-A-K with me. B-R-E-A-K. That's a break, y'all. B-R-E-A-K with me. You can do it now. Rita's gonna show you how.
Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down.
5 little letters, can you tell me which was a vowel?
Break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down.
Who's the vowels?
E-I-O.
Use the vowels.
Don't misread or abuse
The
the
vowels.
That's when the teacher do this. Use
The
the
vowels.
A-E-I-O.
Use the vowels.
Hold on tight or you lose the vowels. Sometimes the teacher do confuse the vowels. But I'm not gonna let you 'cause you know the book. And I'm not really gonna
It's the alphabet, the alphabet. Here's a little rhyme that you never forget. It's the alphabet, the alphabet. One more time so you never forget. It's the alphabet, the alphabet. Here's another rhyme that you never forget. Yeah, the alphabet. It can be your best friend once you know how it starts, then you know how it
I'm
ends.
telling you, I couldn't write a song without you. I love you, alphabet, I really do. Ruffles on the track now, gotta bring it back round with the verbal stack down. Listen up, kids, 'cause there's more to the story about the A to the D and your newfound world. When you're reading and writing, the words will strike you like lightning. This is a height, and your mind really light.
And the whole world seems a little lighter. Even in the darkness, it seems a little brighter. Now read. R-E-A-D, read. Every word seems a dream. 'Cause your mind's real red, it's a mind that's free. And don't you wanna believe in yourself, 'cause you can make the ABCs. Just sing along with me. Together you and I, we can have a good rhyme. As you rap the alphabet, come on one more time.
That's A to the B to the C to the D.
Then to the E to the F to the G.
H-I-J-K, L-M-N-O-P, Q-R-S to the T-U-V.
W-X to the Y to the Z.
And that's how a rap is ABCs.
It's the alphabet, the alphabet. That's right, you hype 'cause you didn't forget.
Alright.
Hi, we're back with Cooley, Jaxson, and Amy Day of the Rappin Rats, and that was a good cartoon, wasn't it? Well, anyways, when I saw you at the governor's mansion doing it at Halloween, and your routine now that was from education, now it's going to safety.
Yes.
And I understand you have a whole slew of new songs.
Yes, I had an idea when we performed at the governor's mansion with Lucky Duck.
Excellent. Good friend of mine.
I put the Monster Mash and turned it to the Runt Rat Mash, and then I had Ghostbusters. And
I like
turned it
that
to
one.
Ratbusters, and people really was grooving and loving the music. So I said, when I do the safety, I want to do the same concept, and which I did. So I wrote 5 songs. Number 1 is Living on the Internet is Living La Vida Loca,
Ooh.
which is real cool. Fire Loose is Footloose.
Excellent.
Bullies, the song is Beat It,
Oh, that was a great routine.
and that's my favorite. And Safety Signs is Oh Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Tony Bowser.
I love that
Mickey.
song.
And the closer is YMCA.
Always a good
and
song.
YMCA in our case mean You Must Care About.
I shot YMCA. It was playing when I was doing Firefest in Tahoe. and people, I don't know if they were in the booths all day, but everybody was doing it all over the airport, and it was just on the radio. So you get an audience charged up with that easily.
Right.
Because everybody can dance to it.
Well, with all those songs, they were multi-platinum hits in the 80s, and that's what I'm reaching for. So I'm in the process of doing 5 more songs to get
5
out.
plus that.
This is my idea. I can't sell the songs. I bought the songs to utilize the music, the composing part, and I wrote the new lyrics to it. So my idea is to get a Kiwanis Club, Seroptimus, or Optimus Club to pay for certain CDs. They're cheaper than DVDs, and give them out to kids.
Excellent.
Because I can give it out. And the main focus is getting it to the kids and getting them involved. Because you get them involved, you create a Pied Piper type following, and whatever we say they listen to, and that's how you keep kids out of trouble. You know, I see these cartoons these days, and I don't approve of them. You know.
Well, we've talked about that too. They are kind of aggressive.
Violent, yeah.
Well, you also, as far as giving things to kids, I see that Amy has a brochure with her.
Yeah, we have a safety booklet that Cooley put together, and our goal is, to give them out at assemblies at schools or at our different shows that we're doing for the community. And it's pretty cool. It's a coloring book, so kids can feel free to.
Coloring books are fun.
Right, and starts with the 12 Rappin Rat rules, which is something that we utilize in all of our shows.
Kids should join the Rappin Rats.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, right. So it's definitely good rules to follow. Don't use drugs. Don't join gangs. Don't play with fire. Don't use bad words. Don't play with weapons. Don't do graffiti. Don't talk to strangers. Don't steal things. It goes on and on. There's 12, and it's just really good moral that we like to put out there no matter what we're doing. So there's the lyrics to all the songs that we're doing in our show, so kids can follow along or learn the lyrics, which are always teaching kids the right thing to do.
And helping them read.
Yeah, really super cool. And also they can feel more a part of things when they're following along.
It's well made. There's pictures on each one, the songs. I like that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's really cute. This is a little coloring page about what to do if you're being bullied or if you get lost. It's really cute. Shows Runt getting picked on and him seeing a store with a safety sign and going in and telling the lady inside what's going on. So it's really neat.
Excellent.
Little games and puzzles, things all pertaining to safety. So that's really good. And then a little signature page for kids to get the rat signatures. It's always, something that we run into is kids
You
wanting...
mean autographs?
Right. Yeah.
That's so cute. I got my rat buttons on too. I don't know if you
The idea
noticed.
that came with the autograph is the rats can't sign their name too well. They're still in school.
That's
so
cool.
we have stamps that we're getting.
Excellent.
And we're gonna the rats are gonna keep them in their pocket, and the kids are gonna go around and collect all the stamps from the rats. And I think that'll be it'll be clean, legible, and very, very nice, and something.
I think when you guys did the show in Minden, I saw that you guys were giving out some autographs.
Yeah.
So you kind of processed that into a bigger, because you have so many kids around you
takes so
taking
long
pictures.
to write it, and stuff like that. But stamps like click next, click, and they can keep going to each rat, and then they got it and gone.
Well, when you see how many people are standing in line, I understand why you did
Hundreds,
this. I've seen a lot of lines that take 20 or 30 minutes for after the show.
Right.
Right, and then it gets a lot more serious, which is, basically the parent section in the back, and makes it valuable to hold on to. One of the Kiwanis clubs in Tahoe actually said that they come out and take pictures of kids and do fingerprintings for us, which is just amazing of them, as long as it's in their area. And we can always outreach to different like police stations to come out and help us with this section if we start branching out of our area. But these are really, good things to have if your child ever is abducted or is just even lost for a short time. Is the dental information, the DNA sample, which is just, some hair that you take out of their brush. Also, any identifying marks on kids if they have scars or not tattoos, right?
Birthmarks.
Well, they might have one from a toy store these days.
Right, no.
I've seen toy ones, the fake ones that last a day. You never know. My kids in Chicago probably had them right now.
Yeah.
But they have any birthmarks.
Right, definitely. And then, of course, the fingerprints on the back.
Well, fingerprints is very important.
Definitely. It's always important to have a recent picture of your child and all of these things real handy in case anything happens. It makes the police job a lot easier and also just gives you a peace of mind to have these things on hand. You're prepared if anything does happen. So.
Well, actually, there's a lot of young moms, so this might be important that they learn.
That's the whole idea. I created that. I'm not trying to replace the mothers and fathers, but once again, I do a lot of research online. There's a lot of younger mothers having babies
and dads.
And dads as well. So we're just trying to help them protect their children, because we are older. And also in conjunction to that, a big goal is I created 3 different ways of having the brochures. One, we want to put in acrylics and get them in the stores where people could just take them for free. And then there's little fingerprint strips. We advise them to take their time with the fingerprint or go to a sheriff's station and have help with it done. But the whole idea is just getting it out there. If you don't get it out there, you can't help.
Well, I like that because one thing I noticed about the show is that the Rappin Rats are cool. And when they tell the kids, don't swear, it's not like a parent saying it. It's a peer person. So I think it's really good. Also, we're down to about a last minute and a half. You want to go ahead and give out your contact information again or your website? Or?
Sure. rappinrats.com and ratsafety.com. And soon enough, it will be .org.
And again, if you want to contact Amy for a booking.
Definitely. We do birthday parties, school assemblies, outreach shows for communities, do all kinds of different events. So, yeah, give us a call, 530-314-9027.
And then just pay attention for shows coming out and into the area. There's going to be a number of them coming up. So
yeah, if we're very, very, very affordable. The funding just gets us to the shows, gas money, food, that's it. So don't be afraid to contact us for any event, children's parties, boys and girl club situations, conventions, whatever. We're here to outreach to children.
yeah, check out the website. Well, thank you, Cooley.
Thank you.
And Amy for being on Nevada Trails. To Michael Smith for Nevada Trails, and check out that website. Thank you very much.
Engine number 9, going down the transit line. Tell me if that train jumps off the track. Do you want your money back? Engine number 9, going down the transit line. If that train jumps off the track, do you want your money back? Do you know the states? 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 Yes, I know the states, all 50 of them. Do you know the states? 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 Yes, I know the states, all 50 of them. Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Florida, Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Texas, Utah, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Washington, and Wisconsin. That's 25 states. Tell me, do you know the states? Do you know the states? How many states are great? All of them are great. Tell your classmates about the states. Do you know the states? 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 Yes, I know the states, all 50 of them. Do you know the states? 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 Do you Illinois.
Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Alaska,
Arizona, Arkansas, California, Hawaii, Colorado, and Idaho. That's 25 states. Tell me, do you know the states? Do you know the states? How many states are great? All of them are great. Tell your classmates about the states.
Remember, boys and girls, the capital of our country is Washington, D.C. It's not a state, it's the District of Columbia.
Do you know the states? 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 Do you know the states?
Yes, I know states, wanna see, here we go. Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Florida, Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Utah, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Washington, and Wisconsin, New Mexico, Wyoming, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, Oklahoma, South Dakota, North Dakota, Oregon, and Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Hawaii, Colorado, and Idaho. That's 50 states.
Tell me, do you know the states? Do you know the states? How many states are great? All of them are great. Tell your classmates about the states. Do you know the states? 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 Do you know the states?
Yes, I know the states. All 50 of them.
Do you know the states? Do you know the states?
Do you know the states? Do you know the states?
Do you know the states? Do you